All right, we have one more inductee this evening, and this guy has been just, I can't even tell you how paramount he's been with the Blues Society. Michael Bay is going to come on up and induct Norm Plonski. So if you two gentlemen want to pop up onto the stage, we'll take care of business. And then we'll get back to some jamming with our inductees, okay?
Good evening, Parkview. Is anyone having a good time? Not good enough. Is anyone having a hell of a good time? We'll get there. I said that for 20 years at the Parkview. What an absolutely amazing place. A community of musicians. I don't know what it was like before then. I hear in other cities it can be a little cutthroat being a musician, but I think Parkview was a place where we all came together to share the love of blues, the love of the music, love of each other. You all have the pamphlet, the booklet. Turn to page 15 if you get a chance. Hi guys, I was there. I thank you. I'm being silly. There's a picture. Actually, there's two. The top one's pretty nice too. That's a fun story. But the bottom one was a poster made of almost everyone that came to the jam night for 10 years. I tried to count them last night. There's close to 250 musicians that were on that stage. And Norm was the one that made that happen. You believed in us. We started, what was it, 94? Nobody in the club. No, well, 6 people, and 4 were in the band. I would have ended it much sooner, but I think somehow Norm saw something wonderful there and stuck with it, and it became a glorious thing, Parkview on a Wednesday night. And I'm starting to hear from some young people, they hear about the Parkview. It's like, what was it like? And it was magical, and you should have been there, but sorry, you weren't old enough, but we'll tell you stories about that. And I rattle on. Norm, thank you for being such a huge part of the blues community in Cleveland. Without you, I don't think it would have happened the way it has. Thank you.
Okay, so now I got to talk.
Norm, he's a nice guy.
So now I got to talk. I don't know why I'm last. Could be because I don't play, or could be because I'm the oldest. But whatever, we'll move on. I got to tell you something that was really spooky today. I was down at Hoople's, and I'm walking along the wall, and I found this laying on the floor. And it's a John Adams memorial card from the funeral. And somebody had put it on the collage with Scotch tape. And it fell on the floor today, the day he's going in the Rock and Roll Hall, or the Cleveland Blues Hall of Fame. It'll go back on the collage, and it'll be under some polyurethane. All right, I'm just going to tell you a couple of the things that I remember from both Hooples and the Parkview. I remember Robert Lockwood sitting on a chair and Gene Schwartz sitting on a stool behind him and playing some great music. And there wasn't a big crowd, but it was great. And I remember Robert saying, "I'm done playing for Norm." And I go, "Shit." And he goes, "I'm going to play for you and me now." And he went on. And I asked Gino after the gig, I says, "Where was he going?" And Gino goes, and he's been his bass player for 1,000,000 years. And he goes, "I don't know, but it was great. I remember at the Parkview at a jam. Crazy thing, not about music. Michael Allman is in there, right? And he's sitting around, good-looking guy with long blonde hair. And I'm going, that's cool. And then I realized he was with my buddy's daughter. It's like, oh, shit. What else? Oh, Joe Walsh, you know all about that stuff at Parkview and Hooples. And I remember Christine Jackson and walking in with her trumpet before she played guitar and sang. And Rob Williams, God bless his soul, took her under his wing and, just gave her the confidence. And then I remember Christine and Mary Bridget walking up to me one day and saying, Norm, when you going to book us? And I looked at them and I says, when you have a band. They came back a week later with a band. I know, there's so many crazy things. I got a note here. Oh, the Shady Ladies. Girls. Michael's 50th birthday, 60th birthday, I don't remember. But you girls were the man. I don't know, I got notes. The Hall of Fame. Oh, I went to see Robert go into the Blues Hall of Fame in Memphis. And he walked out of there and he introduced me to Otis Rush, B.B. King, like me introducing you to John the Mailman there. I mean, it was like, what am I doing? And then I went out with him in Memphis, and it was like the waters parting, and he was a great guy. I'll tell you a little story about Robert, because I don't want to keep this too long. I'm out in front of Hooples one night, or one morning, and I'm sweeping up the snow, and up pulls this big car, and it's Robert, Mary, and a guy in the back seat. And rolls the window down and says, Norm, where's that impound lot? And it's over there on Clark. It's not easy to get to. It's hard to explain. So I'm trying to explain it to him. Mary looks over from the driver's side, because she was driving, and she goes, Norm, get in the car. We'll bring you back. But anyhow, I'm not going to keep this long because we got music, and I'm not going to be part of it, you guys. But thank you. I'm very, very, very proud to be part of this. I got one of these too.
You got one of those too? Norm Plonski.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've got the business part of the evening over with, we just want to have a big hand for all of our inductees again. Well deserved, guys. Thank you so much for sharing so many pieces of your musical heart with us. We love you. All right, coming up now, we're going to start the music portion of the show. And before we do that, I want to say that we have some of our previous Hall of Fame inductees who are going to be coming up. In this first set, we are going to have Travis the Moonchild Haddix. And Crazy Marvin's going to come up and do a tune here in a little bit. So we're going to take a couple minutes, get everybody situated, and please stick around because there's 3 sets of music coming up where we're going to showcase all the guys who've been inducted today and all the people that are here that have been previously inducted. So thank you for coming. Thank everybody for volunteering and helping, and the staff and our sponsors. And let's get this ball rolling.